Eagle star receiver A.J. Brown says on a Twitch stream this week that fantasy football owners should drop him from their roster. Trysta, would you drop A.J. Brown from your fantasy football roster?
Well, the good news here, Nick, is, well, bad news really for me, is that I have A.J. Brown.
Should be good news, right?
Should be good news. I mean, you look at what he's literally like in his Twitter name is 1,000-yard AJ, and I don't even know if we're getting to a 500-yard AJ. It is just infuriating. Not only can you not drop him, despite him telling you to drop him, but you can't even not start him, depending on who you ended up drafting. I have a heavy running back roster here, and literally I have no other options besides just hope upon hope that somehow Jalen Hurts passes him the effing ball.
Yeah, this is like the sick thing about fantasy football. It's what makes it great and what drives you crazy about it. You can never sit A.J. Brown because A.J. Brown has slate-breaking upside every single week where, yeah, he could have 2 catches for 13 yards. He could also have 5 catches for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, you can never sit a player like that. Like, it is really frustrating. And look, A.J. Brown's kind of in his feelings right now, and that's happened in the past. You get the cryptic tweets sometimes from A.J. Brown. I understand the frustration, but man, absolutely, like everyone out there, do not drop A.J. Brown from your rosters unless you're playing in a league with me, in which case I can pick him up. So look, like he gets criticized a lot for a lot of these tweets, a lot of these statements. Do you think A.J. Brown is a diva?
No. I do not think A.J. Brown is a diva. I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the league who gets almost no respect on a year-to-year basis. He's a physical specimen. He's a great route runner. His yards after the catch when he's in his peak mode are there. He's a red zone threat. He's just dominant. I don't know what's going on, Nick. It's like he doesn't exist out there. It's like Jalen Hurts doesn't want to see him. When Smitty is getting more looks, more targets than A.J. Brown, it is me who thinks maybe Jalen Hurts is the diva and not A.J. Brown.
Oh, I like that. Devontae Smith, good player, not as good as A.J. Brown. So no problem for you with like the A.J. Brown, like the enemy speaks softly and carries a knife, like those sorts of cryptic tweets after these games?
I think it's hilarious. I think that this comes with being a wide receiver is you think really highly of yourself. And if you're a cerebral guy, which it feels like A.J. Brown is, you like to do these little subtle shade ricochet shots. Is that productive? No, but that's a part of the A.J. Brown experience, which if I'm an NFL team, if I'm the Commanders, if I'm the Cowboys, whoever, we've got George Pickens on this team. I would much rather have, and George Pickens was awesome, but I would much rather have the personality and the skill of A.J. Brown even over George Pickens.
And he's got, the self-help book also on the sidelines. I'll just say this about A.J. Brown in defense of him, and I know a lot of Eagles fans, the Eagles fans out there, you guys have really got to relax here. A.J. Brown said after the Eagles won the Super Bowl that he thought winning a championship would mean so much more to him than it actually did, and that his true pleasure is derived from knowing that he can whip the guy standing across from him. Like he's a guy that thrives on competition. I would take A.J. Brown on my team 100 times out of 100. You deal with the Instagram posts, you deal with the tweets, you deal with the locker room nonsense because he's such a damn good player on the field and so committed to dominating the other team. So fantasy football, we keep him on the roster into the playoffs. In the real-life playoffs, when we get down to the nitty-gritty, do you think that this fractured, and I'm using that word, like a fractured or tenuous relationship with A.J. Brown and the rest of the offense, will this sink the Eagles when it matters most?
Sink? Don't know if sink's the word I would use. I would say hamper. I would say it's a red flag. I would say I am terrified of A.J. Brown not being in the offense consistently. But
so that's more of it for you. It's not A.J. being upset. It's them not giving him the ball.
Correct. I don't think you can have a player of this caliber and not find ways to get him the damn ball.
You ever dislike anybody you work with?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
I dislike. Yeah, no, that's okay. I dislike a lot of people I work with. I'm sure they dislike me too, but you know what? You show up every day and you try and win. I don't care at all about if Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown aren't best friends or their friendship isn't what it once used to be. They won the Super Bowl like this year. Like this calendar year, 2025, it doesn't matter to me how upset A.J. Brown is. You know the way he's wired, he's not going to loaf. He's going to give you 100%. And when he does that, he's one of the best receivers in the league. I actually think the Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl, Trysta, in part because of A.J. Brown.
If they use him, the thing that I don't understand is like, you just won a Super Bowl. It's like Kobe and Shaq. Kobe and Shaq didn't always get along. But guess what? When Shaq was open, not open, wherever on the blocks, you get Shaq the ball because you know what he's going to do when he gets it. Regardless of how it shakes out, you're a better team, a more complete team when the best receiver, the best player on your team as a quarterback gets the freaking ball. I just cannot express how upset I am with how A.J. Brown is being treated, especially since I own him on my fantasy
I was
team.
just going to say, I think your fantasy football league has a lot to do with that. But I'll say Sunday night, Eagles against the Lions. Lions have a couple of players in their secondary either out or will not be 100% due to their health. If A.J. Brown doesn't have like 7 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown, like something has gone wrong. It can't be 2 catches for 13 yards. I think we get the A.J. Brown bounce back on Sunday night, and I think this topic is not what it was next week, what it's been this week, because A.J. Brown will be happy, and I think the Eagles are going to win.